Hey everybody, how's it going? It's just me. This is like a bonus, an extra vlog, a driving vlog. I am currently driving home from work. I do apologise for the real bad. I need to see about getting myself a proper camera cradle so I'll get a much better view of me, or if I wanted to do more driving vlogs in the future. The point of me making this is I have something I need to get off my chest. Some people probably will be well aware already that have been following me on YouTube about this. I went to TFN Manchester back in March, which everybody will be well aware of. That follow me on my main channel, of course, and this one. So I went to TFN Manchester back in March, and Grace, who is the woman that does the merchandise, she works on the merchandise stall for TF Nation events, and she clocked it because she noticed me going back and forth quite a lot outside for fresh air, which technically I was going out for fresh air, but you know, I was going out for something else. So I'm not gonna beat around the bush anymore, but people will probably be able to put one and one together and make two of what I'm referring to. And of course I am referring to, I have been vaping again. I picked up smoking again, and I picked up vaping again. This all occurred when I went to America. Basically, I went to America and I crumbled. And cigarettes in America was incredibly cheaper compared to here in the UK, and I started smoking menthol cigarettes. And then when I got home, I didn't want to get back on the tobacco cigarettes, so I went back on the vape to try and cut back on tobacco, actual cigarettes. So I went back on vape again as like a procedure, like I did the last time, because I was smoking to begin with, and then I picked up an actual proper vape kit and I started vaping, and it did help me quit actual cigarettes. So it did help me quit actual cigarettes, but yeah, it did help me quit the cigarettes. I never went back onto the cigarettes, I just stuck to the vape, so it did do its job. And then I made the vlog saying, now's the time, I am going to quit vaping as well. And I did indeed quit the vape. I went quite a number of months. I think I went a good 4, maybe 5, maybe a push of, maybe about 4, maybe in the region of 4 or 5 months, give or take. I went total vape free. And then I went to America, and I ended up, being an idiot. I don't know what possessed me to do it. I think you can't. It's not peer pressure or anything like that. Nobody made me do it. I wasn't forced into doing it or manipulated to do it or anything like that. It was just me being an idiot, a buffoon. I was being an idiot, and I ended up smoking menthol cigarettes, actual cigarettes, while in America. And then when I got home from America, I got myself some disposable vapes, which are probably even worse for you because of the disposables. But I've been smoking disposable, refillable vapes. I haven't bought myself a vape kit. I haven't gone down that tangent again with buying a full-on vape kit. So I wanted to kind of just, I ain't going down that tangent and paying about 40 or 50 quid for a vape kit where I have to sort the coils out and I have to do this, I have to do that, I have to buy the juices. And it did start getting expensive when I was vaping, which is why I decided to quit, which was because of the expense as well, and also my health. But yeah, so I've been smoking, well, not for smoking, but I've been vaping, should I say. I've been vaping this one. I've got it on me at the moment. This is the one that I've currently been vaping, which is IVG Pro, which is the brand. So it's a disposable, but it's rechargeable, so you can plug it in, charge it up, just like a normal vape. When you basically get refills, and that goes inside of it. So when you run out, you buy a refill and pour it into the device and go again. And that's basically what I've been doing for quite a number of months since getting back from America. Disposable vapes. But now, this vlog is me announcing again for the second time, and hopefully the final time, I am no longer going to be vaping. Yes, I have it on my person. This is just to document that I just have it in the camera, just to document, just to document that I have been vaping. So today is my last day with this, and I am fully intending to come off all tobacco products or vape products, or nicotine, should I say, nicotine products. I am really wanting to stick to it. All I can say is, because the reason why I'm making a big song and dance about this, I'm making a dedicated vlog and coming over the way that I am, is because I feel really disappointed in myself, my dad, Jackie, my dad's girlfriend, my close family basically, Sam, Jose Firestorm, he's said things as well in regards to it. So it's kind of like, I'm disappointed in myself. My close family, like my dad and Jackie, they're disappointed in me as well with picking it back up. They're concerned about my health, even though I don't currently have any sort of health conditions as a result of vaping and smoking. But I don't want to end up in a possible position like my mum was, because my mum, she passed away of idiopathic pulmonary fibrosis. Now, pulmonary fibrosis, if I can get my words together, is treatable. However, it is treatable with medication. However, it will still get worse. But with the medication, it could potentially keep it at bay for a bit longer, so you have a little bit more lease of life. So it prolongs your lifespan a little bit more with the condition, if you have pulmonary fibrosis. However, my mum unfortunately had idiopathic pulmonary fibrosis, which means they don't know what the cause of it was. And because they don't know what the cause of it was, they couldn't give her medication for it to help try and postpone, try and give her a bit more lifespan. So my mum ended up getting pneumonia, which was the fatal thing, which she ended up passing away because of that as well, when having the condition. Now, the reason why I'm bringing that up is because my mum in the past, before I was born, both my parents quit smoking. Both of my parents quit smoking before I was born. They both dedicated to quit smoking well before I was conceived and born. And my mum had a lot of issues trying to have a child before I came along. And we can only speculate, that maybe due to my mum's heavy smoking habit when she was younger, before she had me, is possibly what caused her to develop idiopathic pulmonary fibrosis, which is the stiffening of the lungs. Basically, your lungs stiffen up, and you basically, over time, it gets worse and worse and worse, and you basically suffocate to death. And it's meant to be one of the most awful deaths you could ever want or ever have to suffer through. You're just gasping for breath, can't breathe, and you eventually succumb to it. And that's how awful it is. And I don't want to get that myself. I don't want to get that myself. Now, I'm not saying me vaping and smoking, I'm definitely going to contract or develop that condition like my mum had, but we don't know if that was my mum smoking when she was younger. We don't know if that could have possibly been the cause, but yet they couldn't 100% defy what the cause was. But it could have been because, she was a heavy smoker for a long time. They were smoking something like 30 or 40 packs, 30 or 40 cigs, if not more, a day. So they were very heavy smokers, both my parents. But yeah, so with that in mind, I'm taking it upon myself again. With that in mind, and also for my health, I don't want to, get really ill before, have a lot of issues with my health. I don't want that for myself. I want to try and be able to live. As long a life as I possibly can without any sort of issues, lung problems, breathing problems, anything of that nature. Just parking up. There we go. But yeah, I don't want that for myself. And I know my real close friends that I know through YouTube and everything, they won't want that for me either. My dad doesn't want that for me, of course. Of course they don't. Jackie doesn't. My friends don't. My close friends, close family, none of them want me to have real bad health issues and everything due to vaping and smoking, because you can develop a lot of problems like cancer, lung breathing conditions, problems, all sorts of problems as a result. And vaping is, I've found out now that vaping is actually quite a bit worse for you, especially the disposables that I've been vaping. But I'm going to finish this vlog off now because I'm finally home, and I feel really disappointed in myself. And more so, I really want to just say I just want to apologise. to certain, I'm not going to name names because I don't want to make a big song and dance about anyone in particular, but I've had some really nice when I quit for the first time, when I attempted to quit for the first time, I got some really nice comments from some good friends of mine that I know from TF Nation, um, congratulating me and saying things to me like, you know, like it's inspirational what you've just done. That you've literally just said, I'm stopping vaping, and you just stopped and you never went back. That is inspirational, and that is the type of comments I was getting when I quit for the first time. And I feel I've let them down. I feel I've let those people down as well. I am human, I'm not. I know this is one of those really thingy excuses in a way, but I am human. We all make mistakes. It's easy to succumb to addiction again and again and again. Many people that have smoked have attempted to quit, and they've either succeeded or it took many attempts to do so. Some people just quit and never went back. Like my dad, like my mum, like my dad, he quit. My dad was a much heavier smoker than my mum was back in the day, and basically my dad just one day went, "I'm quitting. That's it. I'm done," and he never went back, and he's never smoked a cigarette ever since. And that's probably I don't know when, probably early 80s. So it was before I was born anyway. Well before I was born. Um so yeah, it's one of them, you know. It's one of them. I just feel I've let people down. I feel like I've let those people down that sent me really nice, not sent me, but also said to my face in person as well, really nice comments of when I quit for the first time. And I feel I've let them down. I feel I've let myself down. I feel I let my dad and everyone else down because I've not been able to stick to it, and I've succumbed to it again and being an idiot. So yeah, this is both an announcement. This is both an announcement and also an apology, an open apology to those that maybe feel very disappointed in me for going back on it again. But today, this is it. No more. People might not believe me, but because some people might not believe me when I say that, but I really do. I mean, this isn't empty. There is still some left. You can just see the juice in there. So it's like, yeah. So it is still, a lot in there. But today's the last day of this, and after today, no more. If you like the vlog, thank you very much for watching. If you did, thank you for your support, and thank you for all the real nice messages and things that was said to me in person when I quit for the first time. I really apologise if people feel really disappointed in me for going back on it. But I am now saying again, no more. That's it. After today. Thank you. Take care. And hopefully I can stick to it this time. Yeah. We all make mistakes, we all stumble from time to time. It's part of being human. But, yeah, no more. See you soon, people.